All right, guys. What's going on, guys? Scrappy Rick here. Today, I'll be setting up my anchor farm diorama. So right now, I've got all my pieces set aside, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start laying down the whole thing for photographs and video. I'm gonna grab me a drink, and we'll begin setting up shortly. All right. For those of you who have been following me on social media, you've seen the slow progress that I've been making over the past few months. Now everything is ready and we're good to go. That looks awesome. Thanks, Sean. Thank you very much. I'm gonna start laying down all the pieces, and yeah, this is for those of you watching later on or joining right now. These can be used as, they're not only standalone dioramas, they're also scenarios for the tabletop game Fallout Wasteland Warfare. And depending on what scenario you're playing, you can either play on a 3x3, 2x3, or a 4x4 foot table. This is actually a 2x3, but we can make it to where it can be a 3x3, or maybe even a 4x4 with the right table, that is. All right, I'm gonna start getting the lights and the music going, and we'll continue shortly. 3x3, yeah, that seems to be the magic number, where it's not too overwhelming. Let's get some lights going. All right. And of course, all this is brought to you by Nuka-Cola. Sap that thirst. Okay. Let's see. I am going to start with simple things. Sandbags. I don't know if it'll focus, but these are made out of air-dried clay. And the house at Anchor Farm has some sandbags on the roof and by the fence. So we'll start with that. So we'll just lay these right here. And another one by the fence. And one on this side. Yep. That's where that will go. All right. Up next, we'll grab some lawn chairs. I made these out of balsa wood, and then I just painted them to look like the ones from in-game. Most of these things can be obtained through Modifius's website. You can buy their printed home files, but I mean, I just grabbed some balsa wood, and as long as it looks the part and and it's the right size, I'll just go ahead and make them. All right, gonna set one right here and another one right here. Just two little lawn chairs. Okay. Also, with that same balsa wood, I made a picnic table. So this is the current. No, not the current. This is the Anchor Farm version from when beta was released. For those of you that got to play that, this is the previous version of Anchor Farm, because the current version has a settlement. Is it settlers? I don't know what kind of settlers it has, but it looks a lot different than it did back then. Back then, I think it just had a bench. It was a pretty basic farm. So that is the version that I am going with. So I'll just set down the picnic table. Then I'll just grab a random piece of wood, and this will be one of the random logs laying around. I'll set that right here. Yeah, that looks like a good place for a log, right? Up next, I think I'm gonna grab the older lawn chair with a tiny. Let's see if this I can get this to focus. Can I? I guess not. There's a little chair with a banjo. This is all handcrafted. So I'm just gonna place that right in here. Anchor Farm has had a banjo where you can sit and play, and you can get the well-tuned perk. I can't remember the stats that it boosts, but it's always there. A banjo for you to play. And these are the pretty standard filing cabinets, I believe, scattered all around Fallout 4 and 76. So we're just gonna set that one right in there. All right, what else do we have? I have a dead tree here. It's just an FDM, that tree, 3D printed. And we'll go ahead and set that all the way back here. I've already added lots of foliage, static grass, and tufts to the whole area. I've also taken care of the trees. If you follow my progress on my social media accounts, you can see how these came to be. All right. So now I think that would be a good time to add the water tower. From Copper Orc 30. Oh, all right. Is that the dead trees? I'm not sure where those come from. I'm not too familiar with all of them, all of those files. But here's the water tower. This one I scratch built with a Febreze bottle and some pipes, some wooden sticks, and this is like a Warhammer 40k ladder, I believe. Is that right, Sean? And yeah, so here's the water tower. I'll go ahead and set that back here. Right on. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me move the camera a bit. Yeah, there it is. All right, readjust. Change that a bit. There we go. All right. Cool. Now that I've set down the water tower, I think I'm gonna go with the windmill. This is a 3D printed windmill, and this is from the New Vegas expansion set from the printed home files from Modiphius Entertainment. For those of you who are not familiar with Modiphius, They they sell all the minis on their website, or you can find them on Amazon. Major retailers have them, but you can also print some of the files at home. So here's the windmill. We'll just go ahead and set that here, part of the background. And of course, along with the windmill, is this little cat from the WizKids line, Dungeons and Dragons. Little story about this cat is that I feature him in most of my major builds. This used to be the family cat. Yeah. So that's why. He passed away though. He lives now in a miniature world. All right. What can we add next? Okay. So we'll begin with the front garden too. Here up front, I made these cinder blocks out of a two-part epoxy putty. So I just sculpted these and painted them, and these are gonna be for the garden at the front of the house. And this is just a bunch of scenic static grasses, and flowers and tufts. And special thanks to Sanctuary at Homestead for providing a lot of the greenery and stuff for this build. I'll leave a link in the description for this video. At the end of the video, I'll go ahead and edit, and you can check out what we're all about. We're a non-profit organization, and Sean, if you want to leave a link, I think you can do that on the comments, so people can know what Homestead at Sanctuary is all about. We're also known as Cincinnati Arsenal Gaming. We run games at major conventions like Gen Con, Adepticon. I'm not sure. We're still in talks about what's the other one? Origins, and many local ones. Go check us out. So I'll set down this little garden, and there's that. Okay, so now it's starting to come together. What are we gonna do next? All right. Have a bunch of items laying around here. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is the shed that's right next to the house, and this is made out of cardboard and crafting sticks and other pieces that I casted. These are some of them are resin, some of them are putty. I have a lot of molds with different types of balls and things that I use for all my builds. So we're gonna go ahead and set that right here. Where's the spot for it? I believe this is it. Okay. That shed has a workbench in game, and here's all of them. Here's all the ones I'm gonna add. I think in game it only has 2 workbenches or 1. I'm not sure. I think it's just 1, and it's like an armor workbench. But I'm just gonna go ahead, since we have them available, and add the weapons workbench and the other type of weapons workbench, I think. And of course, an extra Nuka-Cola machine, because you can never go wrong with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'll remove this for now, and set those aside. And place that one, the Nuka-Cola machine, and this one. Oh, maybe I should change that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a better layout. All right. There we go. All right. Now these are some tires from the first build I ever made. If you guys go back to my channel, and you'll see that the Wasteland Junkyard has a bunch of these. These are just a bunch of old toy tires that I casted and just placed on a piece of cardboard and liquid nails. They're pretty durable. All right, so I'll go ahead and set these right here. Just a bunch of random junk laying around. All right. This is also part of the of that wasteland junkyard diorama I made. It's just a little piece of leftover fencing that I had. It's just some corrugated cardboard that I painted to make it look rusty and stuff. So we're gonna add that right next to the building, to the house, and then, of course, that little water tank right next to that house. I made this from scratch. This is just something I sculpted. It's just epoxy putty, some wires, and yeah, it's just a water tank. We'll set that right here, right next to the side of the house. All right. We'll continue setting up. What else am I going to set down here? Of course, it wouldn't be Anchor Farm without the anchor. So here's that. We'll just go ahead and set that right here, right where it belongs. In Fallout 76, some of the NPCs comment about the anchor, like who would drag an anchor that big all the way out here to a farm? And I've wondered that myself. All right, with the shed now in place, I'm gonna start adding vehicles. This is just a 148 model kit that I bought a while back, and we've been using for my dioramas and the games we run. It's a pretty cool truck from the 50s. It matches the vibe of Fallout, so we'll go ahead and place that right here, right in that shed. Since we're dealing with vehicles now, I'm gonna add the other one. This tractor. This is from Mantic Games. This is a box set that I found on one of my travels. Went to Asheville and found a few things there. This Mantic's box is from The Walking Dead, I believe, for the tabletop game, and it came with a hay bales too. So we're gonna go ahead and set these up. Gonna set up the tractor right there, and the hay bales. My stinky hay bales. All right, there's that one. That. And look, just like that. Right on. It's starting to look like a farm now. Okay. I have these fences. They also came with that kit, but I kind of modified them a little bit. And my girlfriend helped me with these. She added the flowers and helped me put some of the foliage on them. It was a fun day. It was a fun day. So I'll set these right next to the side of the shed. There we go. 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Now, got some barrels too. I have some wargaming barrels here. I'll just set this one right. Oh, this fell. Right. So I'll set this barrel right here. These two radioactive barrels will go right here. Oh, I got another one. Set that one right on top of those. And these two, we'll put them all the way back here. All right. We'll grab this chest and we'll set that right here. I think I have I have an ammo box. We'll set that right up here, right by the sandbags. We'll add some rules now. These are from Bodefius Entertainment. These are one of the figures for the tabletop game Fallout Wasteland Warfare. These are special edition. These you can only get these at conventions. That's where they sell them. So you go to their booth, and that's where you'll find them. I don't think they sell them online. They're translucent. But I painted these to with fluorescent paint. So when you shine a black light or a UV light, it'll react and they'll glow. It's pretty sick. So I'll set these right here, the two main ones. And then of course I'll base these later, and I'll paint them as well. I have the paint right here. This is by Green Stuff World Floor Paint. For now, they remain unpainted, but I'll just set them back here. One there. Oh. One by the fence. And the other one right there. All right. It's starting to come together. We have a few more things to go. I have some more junk. I have a few things left there to set up. Don't mind the mess. This is how this goes. I'm usually kneeling on the ground because that's where I needed the whole shot because of lighting purposes and all that. All right, we'll continue. What's next? All right, yeah, I have these tires. Some old tires that I'll use for decorative purposes. There you go. We'll go in that little fenced backyard or front yard. I will move on to this side of the build. Let me see if I can move the camera a little bit. Alright, to get that more in focus. Alright. So this space right here. I went outside for the first time in weeks and I picked out some just some random plants that looked like miniature razor grain. I added some putty and just stuck them in there, and these will be my crops. So I'll just set them right here, right in that little plot of land. I got 4 of them. Here's more. There's that, and the other one. All right, and we're just gonna go ahead and cover that up with some more fencing. The ones I just told you about. I got 2 more of these bad boys. So just set that right there. And here's the other one. All right. That's looking good so far. All right. Right next to that, next to that plot, to the crops, we'll add some hay bales. And these are all the ones I made on my previous live. So we'll go ahead and set those down. I'm gonna set the uglier ones in the back. Those were some experiments I made. Didn't quite work. I don't like the results. So we're just gonna try to hide them and put the nicer looking ones at the front. Yeah, these are the nicer looking ones. All right. And it's just a bunch of hay bales. There we go. That's looking good. Now for the Brahmin. They did not used to be in the previous build, but I just like the way that looks because, you know, it wouldn't be a farm without cattle. So these are the Brahmin for this build. My girlfriend and I were at Adepticon last few months ago, and she bought me these for Angler Farm. So there we go. I made them a little bathtub. I sculpted this out of epoxy putty, and then I poured some resin, and this is their drinking well. All right, so I'm gonna set that down here. There's that. Can you even see it? I don't think you can see it. Hold on. Let's see if I can get a good angle on that. Oh, hello. There we go. There it is. Okay. All right. That's what that gets. That one's gonna be drinking water. And the other Brahmin's gonna be right here. So while we're on that side, there's a model kit plane. My dad helped me build this a while back, probably over a year ago. This build has been on my mind for a long time. So here's that. He painted it and everything. I just weathered it a bit. And here we go. It is finally getting used. All right. What else is on that side? Oh, yeah. The Nuka-Cola sign. It's the random Nuka-Cola sign at Anchor Farm. We'll set that right there. Good deal. Gonna move my camera again. All right. That's set up. I'm gonna add whatever's left here. I have some wooden pallets that I made a while back. They're just made out of crafting sticks. So I'll just place these randomly here. One there. One here. Oh, and then just another one right there. Some junk as well. Set that right here. More piles of junk. These come from the crashed vertibird kit that Modefus sells. So it's just random junk. I'll place that back there. It doesn't matter where it goes. It's just random junk. Adds to the scenery. Mailbox. Place that right here. Some wire. Another log. And it goes right there. Then some chopped wood. I made these out of sticks and I just super glued them. Nothing fancy. So we'll set that one right there. And another pile of wood. We'll set that right around. Where did I place this one? I'll just set that one right here. And these are so tiny. These are also 3D printed. They're resin. And these are consumables that you can also get from the Modefus website. These are the print at home files. So we got Blamco mac and cheese. We got a little Nuki Cola. And then a bottle of whiskey. And also we made these for our game. These are magazines. This is Tesla Science, I believe. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set those on that picnic table. Oh no, the bottle fell. Oh, everything fell. You're so finicky. All right, here's the Nuka-Cola bottle. I don't know if you can even see it. It's so small. And the whiskey bottle. All right. That's on that picnic table. And last but not least, our heroes. These units are wearing the T-51 power armor. One with the shark theme. The other one just with the regular theme. I don't know what it's called, but it's just the normal one. This one's a little bit rusty. And then the last one I painted with the tricentennial scheme. That's the one with the shish kebab. All right, so I'll lay these down right there. And this one is a custom one. I swapped the head, I kept the helmet, and I just gave him a cool little head. The guy has goggles. He looks like a mad scientist. He also has a laser rifle. So I think it fit the vibe check. So I love the way it turned out. And that's pretty much it. As far as all the moving parts, everything's set up now. And that'll be it. I have some ballast and some dirt and rocks that I'm just gonna sprinkle all over the place to give it more depth. And once I'm done with that, I will begin taking pictures, and I'll post the final video on my YouTube channel. You guys can see how I built everything here. And yeah, so that's the next step. For now, everything is set up and ready to go. And let me see. All right, let me see if I can change the camera angle a bit. If I can lower this. Oh, there we go. All right. That looks a lot better. All right. You can see on the sides there's some rock formations. These are kind of just background, because once I get the camera in focus, like none of that can be just background. So they're just there to they're just there so that you don't see what's in the back, my shelves and everything. All right, so now I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of rocks here and there. Get some pebbles here. I'm probably gonna do 2 different colors. Some in the back too. Got a bunch of leaves as well. I think I'll add those last because I don't plan on gluing them. But I punched a bunch of them. These are just leaves, just fall leaves, like a pale green, yellow, and orange. So I can just sprinkle those everywhere like that. But I think I'll leave that for last because I don't know what else I'm gonna move here. So I'll set those aside. And I'll just keep adding more rocks here and there. Just spicing the place up a little bit. One of my hairs. All right. For those of you guys who are watching, thank you very much. Share the live stream. Let people know this is what I'm building next. Check out my channel. And I hope you like what I make. I mostly focus on dioramas, scale models, and such. But I also dabble in a little bit of props and custom action figures. But my main focus is the scale for Fallout Wasteland Warfare, which is 52 millimeter, I think. But anything in the scale of 148, I think 143, 143, 148, and 52 millimeter scale works with Fallout Wasteland Warfare. Because this is a 148 scale vehicle, and even though it's a bit small, it kind of it kind of fits the scale if you're not too concerned about sizing differences, then it should be fine. Because the plane back there is also a 148 scale. This one right here. But in the scheme of things, it kind of, it fits. So might as well use it. I believe the house is also the house is all scale for railroad models. Yeah, it's a lot of different scales around here, but once everything comes together, you can't really tell apart unless you're really a professional when it comes to scale modeling. Drop your comments, guys. Let me know. Which one's your favorite Fallout and why, and what do you think of the current state of Fallout 76? And I think that's pretty much it for this one. Everything's set up. I'll have to begin taking pictures, and yeah, I'll just add some more rocks here and there. Oh. All right. New Vegas is the best, yeah. Always the best. Great humor. Lots of walking, but hey, if you're in the wasteland, might as well enjoy the scenery, right? Alright, I'll sprinkle some leaves. Some fall leaves. And that is it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll end the stream right now. Thank you, guys. Stay tuned for the glamour shots in the video and all that. Thank you. Bye.